Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Monday Morning Breathwork. I am your host, your lovely host, Anthony LaRubio. I'm the founder of a company called Recal Travel. I am a certified breathwork coach, and I am here to guide you through this morning's Monday Morning Breathwork. Thank you so much for being here. As always, it is an honor to lead you through these Monday Morning Breathwork sessions. We've got a good one for you today. I am calling in for the first time, but probably not the last time, unless something absolutely terrible happens. I'm calling you from my new camper van. I just bought a truck camper. It slides into the bed of my Tacoma, and this is my new humble abode. And this likely won't be the last time that you see this little bit of scenery, although maybe this will allow me to get to more beautiful scenery and I can do more sessions outside, actually. But that's neither here nor there. That is where I'm calling from at the moment. Thank you for joining me on this Monday morning, and I hope you are doing well on this Monday morning as well, ready for the week ahead. And if you're not quite ready, hopefully this breathwork session gets you ready. We're going to do this session today seated. Sometimes we do this lying down, but today is going to be a seated session. We are going to, after a little bit of a warm-up that we do together, we're going to do something called Tumo-style breathwork, which the reason why I wanted to choose Tumo-style breathwork is because it is a breathwork style that actually enables you to generate a lot of heat from within. And I'll guide you through exactly what that looks like. But as we're getting into the winter months, and even as I'm standing here right now, my feet are pretty cold. I just did a really cold water dip in a river yesterday. It was snowy, like 4 feet of snow to get there. So this is a practice that I use to warm up, typically before I go into any sort of ice water immersion. But regardless, it is something that even if you're just cold, we're in these winter months, and you want to warm up using breathwork, this is something that you can do. It's also a really nice visualization style meditation as well. So for all those reasons, I really enjoy Tumo breathwork. So that's going to be the core of what we do today, and it is going to hopefully get you fired up and ready to rock and roll, heated up for your day and your week ahead. Just a couple of housekeeping items. As I mentioned, we're going to do this breathwork seated today. So you don't need a pillow for something underneath your knees. If you want to sit on a pillow or of any kind because maybe sitting cross-legged is not comfortable for you, go ahead and grab one of those. You can do this seated in a chair as well if you don't want to be actually on the ground. This style of breathwork, it is not particularly activating, but there are some breath holds, so I do recommend if you're epileptic to not do this style of breathwork. And just a general rule of thumb, really any sort of deep breathing you shouldn't be doing if you are pregnant. So I do recommend if you're pregnant to just hold off on the Tumo style breathing portion of this Monday morning breathwork. You may feel a little bit lightheaded at some moments. We're just going to take 5 really deep breaths per round that we're going to do, and we're going to do 5 rounds. But that could lead to some lightheadedness feeling, maybe some tingling sensations in the hands or the feet. Those are things to be expected in this situation. But you can go ahead and breathe through those. It's completely normal and completely safe. So without any further ado, we'll go ahead and get started. Hopefully by now you're seated down. To begin, I just want you to notice the ground beneath you. You're in the seated position. Notice the point of contact that you have with the ground. Maybe it's with your pelvic floor, with your butt, with your hips, with your legs, with your feet. Whatever point of contact you have right now, just notice that point of contact. Feel the weight of your body against the ground, the floor, Mother Earth beneath you. Let's just take a few warm-up breaths, breathing in on a 4 count and out on a 6 count. I'll guide you through the first one, then you can go ahead and continue with this cadence breathing on your own. To begin, exhale all the breath out of your lungs first, through your nose, exhaling through your nose. And now begin inhaling on a 4 count, 3, 2, 1, and exhale through your nose on a 6 count, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On your own, in on a 4 count, out on a 6 count. Just noticing the breath. Noticing how the breath feels as it comes in through your nose. Noticing how the breath feels coming out through your nose. Maybe there's a temperature change. If not already, you can go ahead and close your eyes and really focus in on the breath here. Coming in and out through your nose. Just a couple more in 4, out 6 breaths. Sinking in to your body, to your breath, and to your mind. Great. Go ahead and begin a normal, natural pace of breath. And listen to me as I walk you through what Tumo style breathing is. So we are going to do Tumo style breathing now. Again, this is a breathwork style that is used to warm up. It's not only a breathwork style, but it's also a visualization meditation as well. And it uses the breath to actually start to supercharge the heating mechanisms within our body so that if you're cold coming into these winter months ahead, you can use this style of breathwork to actually warm up. And the way that the breathwork works is we take 5 very deep breaths in through the nose and out as if we're blowing out of a straw. So that's out through the mouth as if we're blowing out a straw. And after the last inhale, where we breathe in through the nose, you're going to actually hold that breath and swallow as if you're sending the air downward. And simultaneously with that swallow, you're then creating pressure downward into your abdomen, using your diaphragm to send that downward, sending the pressure down. And here's the tricky part. Simultaneously, after you've swallowed and sending the pressure downward, you're going to actually be pulling up with the same muscle that you would use to stop a stream of urine. This is called your internal urethral sphincter muscle, for those that want to get technical. Using that muscle that you would stop urine flow, you're actually pulling up on that. So you're basically creating a contraction between the pressure sending downward with your diaphragm and your abdomen and sending the pressure upward with your sphincter muscle, and focusing entirely on that space where those two things are basically colliding, and you're visualizing a ball of fire happening right in that space. And through that visualization and through the mechanical process of this muscle tension, you're actually creating a lot of heat. And of course, this is right after doing 5 deep breaths as well, and holding after you've inhaled. So you're really starting to fire up a lot of the heat generation from within. So I'll go ahead and guide you through these rounds now. So to begin, with your eyes closed, come back to the breath. Notice the breath coming in and out through your nose. Just setting our anchor right now on the breath. And go ahead and begin by exhaling all the air out of your nose first. And now breathe in through the nose, full breath. And breathe out through the straw, through your mouth, with pursed lips, breathing out, breathing out, breathing out, emptying your lungs. And now breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth, through that straw. Breathe in through the nose and out through the straw. In through the nose, out through the straw. Last full breath in and out. Breathe in through the nose, out through the straw. Now we're going to take a deep breath in through the nose. Hold that breath. Swallow sending the pressure downward into our abdomen, lower abdomen, and our diaphragm muscle. Now simultaneously squeeze that sphincter muscle, pulling the pressure up from that area in your pelvis, and focus on a ball of fire right there where the downward pressure meets that upward pressure. And hold this. Focus on the heat. And in 3, 2, 1, go ahead and let that air go now. And notice your breath. And now we'll continue for 4 more rounds now. Breathing in through the nose and out through the straw. Breathe in through the nose, out through the straw. In and out. In and out. In, out. Last full breath. In, out. And now take a deep breath in through the nose. Hold that breath. Swallow. Create that pressure downward into your abdomen, and now pull up with that urethral sphincter muscle, pulling up, pressing down, creating that pressure. Visualize a ball of fire and the heat being generated right in that space in your lower belly. Holding for just 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and let the air go now. And we'll go right into our 3rd round now. Breathing in through the nose and out through that straw. In and out. In, out through the straw. In through the nose, out through the straw. And one more round, in through the nose, out through the straw. And now deep breath all the way in through the nose. Swallow. Create the downward pressure. Simultaneously create that upward pressure. And where those two forces meet, stoke that fire. Creating that fire through your mind. Visualizing that heat in your lower belly. You are the creator of this fire, this inner heat. It's amazing what the body can do if we set our focus inward. And we'll let the breath go in 3, 2, 1. Let the air go now. Right into our 4th round now, breathing in through the nose, out through the straw. In through the nose, out through the straw. in and out. Inhale and exhale. In and out. Now breathe in and swallow. Create that downward pressure. And now pull up from our pelvic floor, allowing those two forces to collide and create the visualization now for heat within our body. Focusing on that space, allowing that tension to exist as you create heat from within. Keep holding, keep pressing. We'll let the air go in 3, 2, 1. Let the air go now. And into our fifth and final round now. Breathe in through the nose and out through the straw. Breathe in through the nose and out through the straw. Breathe in, breathe out. Focus on the breath. This is our last round. Focus everything on this breath. Breathing in through the nose and out through the straw. In through the nose, out through the straw. Last one, deep breath in through the nose and out through that straw. And now a deep breath, deeply in through the nose, filling up as much as you can. Hold and swallow, sending the pressure down. Now pull up with your sphincter muscle, pulling up. Create that pressure. Create that heat. Coming back to this visualization of fire being generated within our belly. That fire is there for you. It creates heat. It also creates energy. Energy that we can take with us through the rest of the day, the rest of the week. Keep holding. And in 3, 2, 1, let the air go now. Take a moment, allowing your natural breath to come back to you, and just notice how you feel. Maybe you feel warm. Maybe you feel tired. Maybe you feel energized. Maybe you feel like your body just went through a workout. Just noticing the change in state now. And we'll just do a brief recovery, breathing in on a 4 count and out on an 8 count this time. So an even longer exhale. So to begin, exhale all the breath out of your nose first and breathe in. 3, 2, 1, out. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3 more rounds. In. 3, 2, 1, out. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In. 3, 2, 1. And out. Nice and slow. Keep that pace. And now breathe in and out. Last one. Inhale. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Allow your natural breath to come back. Notice how you feel, bringing some awareness back to the space around you. With a wiggle of the hands, a wiggle of the feet. Whatever movement is calling you and feels right. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes, coming fully back to this moment of awareness. Thank you all so much for joining me on this Monday morning breathwork session. I hope you enjoyed the Tumo style breathing. Like I said, it's a tool that you can use in these winter months to warm up. If the cold bugs got you, it's amazing what our body can do to generate heat from within, creating that inner fire that's going to fuel not only heat generation, but it's going to fuel you, yourself, the energy you bring to your day, to your week, to each and every moment. I am, as always, so grateful to be able to share my breathwork practice with you all. Thanks again for joining, and I will see you next week. Bye, everybody.